For some people, this is going to be worse than not having a pause feature at all, which is kind of mind. What does it say about the current state of zombies that we are about to review and test out a pause feature in a zombies game that launched 4 months ago? That it took 4 months for them to add a pause feature, and that we've actually got to test out how it works because it has certain limitations on it. But yes, the pause feature in Season 2 Reloaded is now in Vanguard. So if you load into game, hop into zombies like we are now, and you jump and you pause, the game is going to pause. Zombies can't hit us, and it's weird because it works a lot differently than any other pause feature. That's why we're going to be testing it out, and there are quite a few limitations on this pause feature. You can still hear audio and stuff. Like, let's say we get near zombies. To show you guys that it actually works, if we jump up here like, hey, zombie, and he starts to hit us, we're going to pause. But you can still hear the zombies, and you can see a little bit of movement after you pause. And there's a lot of other limitations on this that I find extremely weird. And you are able to kind of abuse it a little bit because there are things you can do because of the weird implementation in this game. So starting off, yes, it only works in solo or single player games. If you're playing with friends, you're not going to be able to pause. I know Black Ops Cold War and Black Ops 4 allowed you to pause with friends. That is not in this version, which is really weird to me because they're all dedicated servers. So if it works in solo, if the person who is the leader of the party presses escape, just like in Black Ops 4, there's no reason it shouldn't work for the entire lobby. But for some reason, I guess they have decided they don't want that here in Vanguard Zombies, which, I'm not sure really the reasoning behind that, but that's not what we're here to talk about. And on top of that, you're also limited up to 2 hours per game. That's not per pause. Like, let's say I pause right now. I pause for an hour. Let's say I go do something. I come back, unpause. I'm only going to have 1 hour I am able to pause again. So we're going to be fully testing out and see what happens. If I was to sit and pause for 2 hours, what is the game going to say? Is it going to kick me out? Is it going to crash the game? Is it going to give me any warning messages? What happens if you just come and pause? Because for people who don't follow what's going on with Vanguard Zombies, I know a lot of people watch my videos, but if you don't watch videos, if you don't read patch notes, you have no idea the pause feature is limited to 2 hours. It doesn't say it anywhere in game. It doesn't say it anywhere in the menus. So if it kicks you out without any warning, people who don't stay informed on what's going on are going to have no idea. They're just going to be like, I'm going to go sleep overnight, or I'm going to go use the restroom, or I'm going to go eat. I'm going to go out, eat, come back. They're not going to know that they're going to get kicked unless it gives you some sort of warning in game. So I really hope they had the forethought to do that. And I once again, I don't get why they're only limiting it to 2 hours. It seems like a really weird design choice. It makes it so you can't keep games up overnight. Like it's really stupid. But this is kind of the weird quirks. Like, see right here, we have an LMG. So let's waste a crap ton of bullets in this LMG right here. Oh no, we got zombies. We got zombies surrounding us. Oh no, I'm out of bullets. I'm out of bullets. If we reload and then we pause, wait for it. We're going to wait for the entire animation. You can actually force reload games while pause because of the way it works. As soon as I unpause, I should be full on ammo again. Yep, look at that. Full ammo again. And that's always going to work. So 89 bullets, start the reload. And we're going to wait a few seconds, just enough to go through the entire animation because you can't see it right now. But in game, it's actually going through the entire animation. And there we go, 124 bullets ready to go again. So that is the one cool thing about how this pause feature works. You can kind of abuse it, especially if you're grinding Dark Aether LMGs. Our rocket launchers, any weapon you're grinding where they have really long reload times, you can actually gain a little bit of a benefit of how it works. But let's head back to the spawn area, and then we are going to pause for 2 hours and see what freaking happens. I cannot believe this is what Zombies has come to, but let's go ahead and pause right here for 2 hours and see what happens. If you guys want to see more videos like this, we're going to do in-depth coverage of anything going on with zombies and other just general zombies gameplay on this channel. And on top of it, if you want to leave a like or a comment, I would greatly appreciate that, as it does massively help out this channel. And we do have pause feature merch like this right here if you want to check it out. And these shirts don't have a time limit. You can wear these up to 24 hours a day. It is your discretion. Once you pay for it, you can do what you choose. Not a 2 hour restriction on these bad boys right here. Going to be linked in the description. But enough of that. Let's go ahead and start the timer. And oh wow, how surprising. After 2 hours and 6 minutes of AFKing, it disconnected us from the game. And this doesn't seem to be an exact timer because I've done this a few times now. Sometimes it's 2 hours and then sometimes it gives you an extra few minutes, like 2 hours. We got 2 hours and 6 minutes of pausing. The worst part about this is there's no warning. This didn't warn me at any point in time throughout this 2 hour duration. It didn't say like, hey bro, you got 10 minutes left. Hey, you got 30 minutes left. It just disconnects you once you hit the 2 hour mark, which this to me is probably the worst way they could go about it. Think about it. Let's say you're going for like a round 300 run, right? Or some world record type run. You have 2 hours to pause, and no matter what, once you hit that 2 hour mark, it's going to disconnect your game. No warning, no nothing. So even if you're not wanting to pause the game, let's say, you know, you've already used close to your 2 hours. You use the bathroom, you've eaten a few times. This is a multi-day run. And now you're like, all right, I want to do something on another monitor. You just alt tab out and it presses the escape button. Once it goes over that 2 hour mark, game's over, disconnected. Even if you were here, a way better solution would, one, to just be to unpause the game. To unpause the game and let the player die, because you're gonna end up just, you know, having the game shut off, even if you are sitting at your computer. In some ways, this pause feature is gonna be worse than what it was prior this update for people going to high rounds, because now there's a way their game can just force disconnect if they pause too long, whereas beforehand they could think of another method like leaving all the zombies and just kind of spinning in a circle with the macro. Yeah, now you got to be very careful. Every time you're pausing the game, you got to keep track of it, because it doesn't keep track of it for you. If you're not keeping track of your own like time, there's no warnings. You've got to know about how long you've been paused for, because it's not going to tell you. I don't know, man. I don't think there's any worse way they could have implemented this. Not only did it take 4 months for them to implement the pause feature, now that we have it, you get 2 hours. It's only for solo, and no warnings, no nothing. It's just going to force end your game after the 2 hour mark. And it's just like, dude, I don't really even know what else to say about this. Like, for some people, this is going to be worse than not having a pause feature at all, which is kind of mind-blowing. But at least I am able to use the bathroom while I record videos. It's not going to affect me because I don't high round to super high rounds. I just want to be able to pee. And now I'm going to be able to pee and play Vanguard, which is great because I end up drinking a lot of coffee. So that is it, boys. That is the full review of the pause feature, everything you know about it, and the things I have warned you guys about it. Let me know how you feel about this, if you're glad they've added it, or is it a little too late? Is it a little too late for them to be adding the pause feature now? And how do you feel about the 2 hour restriction and the fact that there's zero warning about it closing your game? Because think about it, if you're not in tune with news, you don't even know there's a 2 hour restriction. You have zero idea there's a 2 hour restriction. You might just be like, all right, I'm on a really good run, I got the ray gun, you know, I want to take a little bit of a break. I'm gonna go take a break and I'm gonna go use the restroom, get something to eat, you know, maybe watch a movie and come back. You're not gonna know that it's gonna force close your game after 2 hours. There needs to be at least some sort of warning in game when you pause it for solo players, saying like, hey, like right here on the screen, put, you've only got 2 hours to pause. Here's how much time you have left. Give players a warning, because unless people are informed and know what's going on, like, they're oblivious that they only get 2 hours. It doesn't tell you anywhere in game. But yeah, with that, guys, we're gonna wrap this one up. If, like I said, if you want to see any more content like this, make sure to follow this channel. And then we got a second channel, we're uploading daily COD Mobile Minecraft crap. And then we got a Facebook page, we're uploading daily exclusive videos. And we got these dope pause shirts. Dude, mad appreciation to everyone who bought one of these. I freaking love these. This is the favorite merch I've ever dropped, and you guys absolutely love this, seem to love it. So I can't wait till you guys get your hands on it as well. And with that, we're gonna end this one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Hey, thanks for watching the entire video, and everyone who's became a Twitch sub or a YouTube member, and an extra special thanks to those who've taken above and beyond and became an Unlock Plus Plus member here on YouTube. We've got the 2x Trader Purple, the Hero Arrow Pharaoh, the most OP Gobblegum ever, Round Robin, and the absolute legend Nick G.